What's up, everybody, and welcome to another episode. Hit the like button, subscribe to my channel, and share the video. Hit the join button and become a member. Why? Well, members get exclusive content. Hit the bell icon on my channel so that you'll receive a notification every time that I drop a video, and you can go and check the video out and leave a comment and leave a like if you support me, support the content, support the Go Up movement. Let's get into it. This is part 2 of the multiple riots between the blacks and the Southsiders there in Waveside. A bit of a war that went on for a month or a little over a month. When I left off, I was explaining that Front Street had essentially kicked off the riot there in Waveside over the TV, but it really wasn't over the TV, it was over the prior history and the total disregard and disrespect that the Mexican has shown towards black people. And now it is explicitly clear that they want Front Street out of the Los Angeles County jail system altogether. But if nothing else, they certainly want him out of Wayside by any means necessary, not just out of the dorm. They made it clear to who they believe to be the second in command that they wanted Front Street out of Wayside so as not to go to another dorm and poison that dorm as they believe he had done to this dorm. Now, my way of thinking back then and even today, I still hold these thoughts, these truths in my mind that, and I was trying to impart this to the blacks. Now, I don't want to sound like I'm some big man, some big shot caller, some big hero, some black kryptonite, or some black Superman. I was 19 years old, as I alluded to before, when I hit the dorm and had never been in the Los Angeles County jail system or the Wayside system or the county jail system and had not been to prison yet. I was fresh out of YTS at this time, so I did not understand all of the politics again, but they were being explained to me on a daily basis. And as I was beginning, but I knew right from wrong. I didn't have to understand the politics to know what was right and what was wrong, what made sense and what did not. And what did not make sense to me, as essentially someone said in the comments to yesterday's video, so the Southsiders are upset that Front Street took off, but they can take off on us for any reason, which is true. And that's how I felt at that time. And I tried to impart this to the blacks, bro. Listen, we are not going to roll up or remove any blacks from the dorm for any reason. Whatever they do or say to the Southsiders that causes a riot, so be it. We will never remove them because the Southsiders are taking off on the blacks. They are hurting some blacks. The blacks can't even sleep at night. At 3 a.m. in the morning, on some occasions, the Southsiders are just attacking the blacks in Wayside. It started in about 1993. When their hierarchy just gave them the word for who knows what reason. There can be a myriad of reasons just to show force, to show aggression, to put the blacks in their place. You know, the blacks are the whipping boy of America. Everyone takes their anger, depression, stress out on us. Black man can't walk down the street and he can, without being attacked in some way or affronted in some way every day by someone in this damn country. Everyone thinks that they can attack us and do what they will with us and get away with it. They don't try this stuff with other people. They don't try this stuff with other races, just with us. And I've noticed this trend even then, at that time. I was studying black history back in YA. I understood why this was happening. And just to my way of thinking, why would the black community remove any black man for attacking a Southsider? Particularly every time a riot is kicked off by a black, he has a reason, whether it's legitimate or not. He had an argument with him. It was over the TV. It's over this. It's over narcotics. It's over some form of disrespect that the brother felt coming from the Southsider, what have you. The Southsiders are taking off on the blacks and attacking blacks for no reason, just because they got word. We could be in there in a dorm and be cool with each other for a couple of days. Everything is good. And all of a sudden they're attacking the blacks and we looking at them like, what the fuck? And they looking at us like, man, y'all know that, man, you know, we don't want to be, we got the word, man. We got to do this shit. So it's okay for them to attack us for no reason. And they don't police themselves. They don't remove each other. They don't say, man, you attack the blacks. I'm finna remove y'all. So they can start a riot with the blacks, stab blacks, beat blacks, whatever, and it's okay. But the minute a black man does something or says something that they take umbrage to, they want him removed. Or if he starts a riot, they want him removed. But y'all start the riots all the time for no reason. But as soon as one of us start a riot, or argument with y'all, look at you wrong, whatever, you coming to the black saying he gotta go, or else. It's just gonna have to be the or else. Because I'm telling the blacks, we not going for this shit no more. In fact, we just gonna kick it off. We gonna start attacking the Southsiders. This is what I told the blacks. It's true. Anybody that was there in the Los Angeles County Jail and Wayside, the homie from Carver Park was there. Tall dude, he'll tell you. I'm gonna think of plenty of other people. Front Street, they'll tell you. Yes, I was 19 years old, but I still spoke with a powerful voice. My people still respected me, even the older ones, at that juncture. And I told them, man, listen, we have to start making the Southsiders uncomfortable as well. They're not going to be sleeping comfortably, not worrying about an attack from us at 3 in the morning. But we're not sleeping comfortably at 3 in the morning because we don't know when these people are going to attack us for whatever damn reason, for no reason. This is what's going on. This don't make any sense. So you know what? We're going to attack them out of nowhere. Everything going to be cool, and we just going to attack their ass. We got to earn some respect. The police not respecting us because they see what's going on, that they are the aggressors. Yes, we're fighting back. Gang banging back in 1993 and 1994 wasn't as prolific and staunch as it was in the 80s, but it was still something, certainly compared to today, where it's really nothing. It's nothing. It's not worth it. It never was worth it. Gang banging. Stay away from the gangs, people. It never was worth it. But it's certainly not now. There's no camaraderie. There's no ethics, no tenets that are being upheld. But back then, you still had some strong soldiers from their hood, really gang banging, but they also had black pride. These were strong dudes. They had weights in the penitentiary back then. A lot of them dudes in the county jail came from prison. All right, just got out of prison, stayed out 2 months, and now they back in the county jail, been working out for a month, back in the jail, and they swole. So the blacks are in there holding their own, don't get me wrong. But they're not initiating the attacks. When the Southsiders attack, the blacks taking care of business. It's going up everywhere. Fine. But they are not initiating the attacks. None of them. It's just when it happens, we handle business. No, that's not good enough. We have to start initiating some of these attacks. We're not going to keep being on the defensive. I developed an offensive mindset even then. I just wanted to give you some background so you understand my mindset even at this time, even though I just been in the dorm a few days and it didn't take me long to cultivate this mindset. that we have to go on the offensive. And so the so-called second in command came upstairs and basically called a meeting. Hey, come here, everybody check it out, everybody group up. And came with the message that the Southsider had conveyed to him, that they wanted Front Street gone, erased, hell, off the face of the earth, if possible. But again, he made the decision to involve Front Street in the meeting, in the conversation. It makes sense too, because if he says everybody meet up, but except Front Street, you stay over there on your bunk while we all sit over here and talk, he gonna know that we talking about him, obviously. So it's a catch-22. But again, the person who's the potential target is not necessarily supposed to know that he's a potential target in case the decision is made to remove him. At any rate, Front Street is involved in the meeting. And the black dude comes and says, man, the Southsiders just talked to me, and they said that Front Street kicked off the riot and that it was unnecessary, that everything had been cool and peaceful in the dorm. You know, recently, everybody had been getting along, and then he want to come and attack the youngster over the TV, and it was their day, that he was wrong, and that they want him out of the dorm. In fact, they're saying that they want him out of Wayside. They don't want him in any dorm in Wayside because they do not want him to go to another dorm and kick it off again and poison that dorm, even though the Southsiders are kicking off riots in all of these damn dorms. God forbid you find one black man that's about to respond and start kicking it off with them too. He got to fucking go out of Wayside. Really? Man, nah, man. So when he comes over there and he's saying that, I'm getting heated already. Because I'm already saying, man, it's finna go. Front Street ain't going nowhere. Feel me? First of all, that's my boy. Second of all, I don't think he was wrong. I've been learning a lot from him. He a rider, but he's real smart. He's intelligent, bro. And he is pro-black. And I am learning a lot from him about politics and how they work. He had been to prison. He's telling me a lot about prison. He's telling me prison war stories, if you will. He's explaining the politics. He's the one that I'm learning something from. But at any rate, I just didn't feel like he was wrong. And again, my mindset was a simple one. Man, they are kicking it off on us on a regular and nothing happens. So a black kicked it off. At least he had a reason. But okay, he kicked it off. And now we just got to poke him up, huh? We got to have our people bleeding and leaving the dorm. We got to send him out on a stretcher. Is that what you're saying? Hell to the no. Hell to the no. That shit ain't going down. So when he comes and he delivers the ill-advised message, the ill-received message, we all look at each other. And I told the blacks right then and there, y'all know what this means, right? Bro, like I've been telling y'all, it's okay for them to attack us, but look, the minute one of us attack them, they want them gone. That's because they don't respect us. And they are concerned that finally somebody's here who's willing to attack them and initiate a riot. They don't want him to stay around. Like they don't want Malcolm X to stay around. Anyone who can motivate the people and lead by example. I understood the deeper reason why they wanted him out of Wayside, so that we can continue to be their whipping boy. They didn't know it. That was about to be coming to an end anyhow. They were soon to find that out. So the second in command says, is there anyone here that agrees with the Southsiders, essentially, that Front Street should leave the dorm, should leave Wayside, that he kicked it off, that he was wrong, etc.? Speak now. This is not a monolith. We all have a voice and an opinion here. This is not a dictatorship. That's where he was wrong anyway. He shouldn't have been second in command. Because if I was first in command or second in command, on paper, I would have automatically said, this is a dictatorship. He ain't going nowhere. Lace your damn boots up. It's about to go up. Period. Anyway, he wants opinions. So one black did say, so what they talking about is like, it's going to be a war, bro? Like, is it going to keep going and Front Street stay here? Because I mean, is that what it is? And he like, well, baby, yeah. Like, man, that's crazy. I mean, what? We just supposed to go to war over one person, over one thing? I'm like, damn. So he doesn't want to go to war. He claims it's because he doesn't want to go to war over one situation or over one person, but the real thing is he just lacks the heart, has been divested of the heart, or never had it to stomach such a situation. He also lacks race pride. He's unwilling to give his life for his people. And you have to be. Well, Front Street is pissed off. He says, so now, first he just disregarded what the black dude said. Front Street spoke up and he said, man, so now I feel threatened, bro, because they've made it clear that they want me out of the dorm and out of Wayside. And y'all not finna get me out of here. I ain't going no motherfucking where. So now I feel threatened. Because obviously they're going to get me. They're going to attack me. If they want me out of here, they're going to come, which is true, bro. They would have attacked him at some point. Like caught him going to the bathroom, caught him by himself. He needed security up in there. They'd have tried to attack him, 5 or 6 of them, bro. Caught him by himself or something. Because they want him out of there. So now he is in danger. We must go up. We ain't about to be sitting ducks. I'm also in danger because I'm his comrade. And they too have a propensity due to Southsiders and the whites to send multiple people at me during these riots. I have more stories where they've sent 4 or 5 people at me. I was a target for many different reasons. I'll get into that. But I understood that they would come for me and they would come for Front Street. And so I told the blacks, Front Street said the same thing. And it's not like the blacks just, again, I wasn't some hero. They didn't need a push. These some gangsters up in here. They just needed a little direction. They needed to understand the politics and why these Southsiders were attacking us and being the aggressors, and why it was important for us not just to defend ourselves and win some of the riots when they attack us, and we can just, rest on that. Oh yeah, well, yeah, they attacked us, but we smashed them. Okay, but they attacked us. It's a psychological game. We must attack them as well. Out of nowhere, we're gonna have to start attacking them in order to gain their respect. They understood what I was saying. And all of the blacks were on the same page. Front Street was not to go anywhere. Let's launch an attack, and let's do it right now. But before we can even get started, Front Street, well, he attacked the black that had said that he didn't want to go to war, and essentially that we should just go ahead and get Front Street out of the dorm. He got off on them. And when he got off on them, the Southsiders who were all downstairs grouping up, as I said, and we were upstairs grouping up, going over this, they saw Front Street having a fight. They looking up, we right upstairs, they looking up, and they see what's going on. So they're either thinking, okay, they're getting them out of here, somebody's taking off on them to get them out of here, but there's only one black fighting them, or they told them that they want them out of here, or told him what's going on, and he attacked somebody. But they can see now, clearly, Front Street's getting the best of the dude that he attacked. and no other black is attacking Front Street, so it should be clear to them that this is not a removal. If it wasn't clear, it was clear moments later when we all charged downstairs and charged the Southsiders, all of the blacks that were in the dorm. Charged downstairs, the Southsiders, I believe, were prepared and waiting, and we clashed. And we got it in pretty well. And a couple of weapons were indeed involved. I don't like bloodshed. I don't like violence. I really don't. I don't like weapons because they cause so much pain and heartache. But I just felt that it was important in order for us to stop getting attacked that we start attacking and that we use a couple of weapons. I didn't want to hurt anyone, but I didn't want to continue to get hurt or my people to continue to get hurt. And if we didn't start fighting back in the same way that we were being attacked, we would continue to be their whipping boy. And I was totally against that. My morality says that it's not right to use weapons, but my moral compass and my moral conscience also says that it is immoral and criminal even to sit back and allow someone to attack you and you never go on the offensive. So we attacked, and weapons were involved, and Front Street had a weapon. I'm not going to say who else had one, but weapons were involved. The Southsiders had weapons as well, and we poked upon each other and scratched each other up in there. And blacks were aggressive during that attack. I'll just say that. Blacks were very aggressive, and I was happy and proud about that. I wanted them to be aggressive. But it didn't end there. As I said, this war continued for over a month. Now, this was the second riot in just a matter of days. It also went up in the other dorms immediately. So this is the second riot in all of the dorms in no time flat. The police are on edge now. They're used to the riots. This is getting out of hand. Well, little did they know there was a lot more to come. Because, again, the black people had decided we will no longer be sitting ducks and your whipping boys. We were going to stand up like men and not only fight back, we had been fighting back. I promise you. But it was time, fellas, to go on the offensive. It was time to send a message to the Southsiders and their hierarchy, whomever, the police, everyone. Y'all got us fucked up. We're not going to continue to allow y'all to beat on us for no damn reason and poke upon us for no every damn race just wants to damage the black man. When his wife disrespects him at home, he wants to come to work and take it out on the black man. Everything that he goes through in life and he wants to take it out on someone, he finds someone that looks like me. Well, we're sick of it. And I was sick of it then. I was sick of it then, and I'm sick of it now. And yes, I was the one pushing. I wasn't the only one. Again, I'm not a hero. Plenty of strong black men I done ran into in my life, boy. Whew. Some cold dudes. And there were some there. Again, they just needed a little push. Just a little understanding as to why it was important psychologically to go on the offensive. the message that was needed to be sent. And once I broke it down for them, they all understood. I'll break it down for you too if you want me to. I'll break it down why it was important. I don't have to get into all that. Just know I understood why it was important, understanding and studying history. And, well, after that last ride that just stopped and quelled down, we were all still in the dorm. They did, however, switch out the dorms. They made the change that I told you about. They took 10 blacks out of the dorm and took 10 Southsiders out, brought 10 new Southsiders from another dorm that we had never met, 10 new blacks that we had never met, mixed us all together, hoping to bring peace, bring some more peaceful people, take the tension out, people who had been involved in the riots. Like, you ain't got to sit here and look at him like, man, that dude attacked me in the riot, or I attacked him, or, you don't feel comfortable around these people anymore. They don't feel comfortable around you because y'all done just squabble with each other, stabbed each other, whatever. So they bring some other people in there to calm the situation down. You don't have to look at the same people anymore. Now you're meeting new people, and as long as they don't come in here, it doesn't seem like it's any tension. Then sometimes this did stop the riots for a little while, switching out the dorms, mixing up the people. And so this is what they were doing sometimes there in Wayside. After the second riot and all of the dorms, they did just that again. They switched out perhaps 10 blacks and 10 Southsiders out of every dorm, hoping to quell the situation. However, they left Front Street in the dorm. And they left me in the dorm as well. And well, I was really feeling uneasy at this time. I was scared even for my life. After the second attack had been launched, I was convinced that the Southsiders were convinced that I was a problem, and so was Front Street, and that we damn sure had to go. So, as I said, it was war. And I did hatch a plan, me and Front Street, as to how best to respond and go on the offensive yet again to send this message. And especially because, again, now I believe fully, for real, that they are planning and plotting. They have sinister machinations to remove themselves, me and Front Street. Since the blacks wouldn't remove Front Street, and I'm sure they're thinking the blacks are not going to remove me either. I know for a fact they're plotting on removing me and Front Street themselves. There's about to be an attempt on my life. I couldn't let that happen, people. So, in part 3, I'll tell you what had to happen. I had to do what I had to do, and so did Front Street. It was nothing personal. I'll bring that to you. In part 3 of the multiple riots, the war between the blacks and the Southsiders. No more sitting ducks. Stand up, 10 toes down. That's what we did. I'll bring it to you. In the meantime, stay free, people.